And I think that's where the game really came from, is to really look at what choice do I have about how I feel in any moment throughout the day. Is it just I'm reacting to circumstances, to what people say to me, and I have absolutely no choice whatsoever to what I feel? And over the years of working with choice and having fun with that, I realized I have choice in every moment. That is not, it's me who decides how I feel, no matter what you say to me, no matter what circumstances happening around me, that I get to decide. And I hope that would be reflected in the game, that people can come away with a sense of experiencing the power of choice in their life, that they cannot blame other people and the circumstances around them for how they're feeling.
Yeah, that comes through very much in the way the cards are written. If you take the feedback on these cards as a whole, it's very clear that the intention is to make the player realize that he or she cannot blame anyone for what is going on. I am responsible for what I see. I choose the feelings I experience. Have you seen people literally change their point of view while playing the game? Especially people who are not course students.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people shocked where they pick a card and they go, well, I don't think I'm responsible for my reaction in that circumstance, so I don't have choice in that moment. And yeah, so I've seen people say, no, that's not true, that's not my experience. And just usually then they sit with that card and somehow during the game they get enough feedback from what other people are doing and the collection of cards that they realize, yes, well, I did have a choice and I wasn't aware that I was making a choice to be upset. The game certainly helps people think about choice and go away. I remember one person going away and saying, well, you know, the person that I spoke to every morning who was rude to me, the next after playing the game, the day after playing the game, they went and the same person said the same sort of thing they normally do, and that person said, well, I realised at that moment that I had a choice how to respond to them, and I responded to them totally differently. So rather than me being the person being usually defensive in a response to the person, they just were in a different space and just smiled, didn't say much, but knew that they didn't have to have the same response every morning to the same person's rude comment.
That there was a real joining,
yes,
in that moment, which was beyond what the game itself.
Yes,
we met. As I understand it, the purpose of the game is not to experience your ego.
no.
It's to experience miracles and
Yes.
to reach the real world. That is the point.
Yes,
And it felt like in that particular game,
yes,
we did reach the real world.
exactly.
Momentarily, but nonetheless,
Yes,
we were there. And we were there together. And as you know, that's important to me.
yes.
Because I think that's really part of what the course is about.
Yeah, I remember that moment.
Because you were not a participant in that game, you were a facilitator.
Yeah, you know, I could see vision. You know, on another level, I could see what was happening, but on another level, I felt that you really connected in a totally different level with other people around you, and you experienced a joining that went beyond, you know, movements on the board or cards chosen, and that was wonderful to watch. I could see a shift in the game to that completely different level. And I've witnessed that before, where people really get an insight from the cards that go really, really deep, and you can see them going into a different place. And it's wonderful for me to watch as a creator of the game that the game facilitates people getting to another place within themselves. And so for me, it's almost like the game has a flow and an energy or something that happens beyond control of anyone. And I think, you know, in terms of the course, you can see that Jesus or the Holy Spirit guiding the game to take people to a different place.